Aho, this is Tikadabu Nawashtewi Chasha. That means Prairie Chicken Good Man here at the land of the Singing Coyote Indian Center in southeastern Ohio. And I could tell you today a story about a little girl living out on the plains with her family. And they had set up camp and decided to stay in this area for a while. The grass was green and they were beside a nice little stream that had fish in it and fresh water. She was out walking one day and she decided to go down by the creek where she sat down in the sun and she drifted off and went to sleep. And while she was sleeping, she had this dream. She was out playing in the prairie and this orange butterfly came to her. And as she was playing, the orange butterfly began to talk to her. And she was real surprised because the butterfly could talk. And it lit on her arm and looked at her, and the butterfly told her, he said, "You have got a good heart. We have noticed that you play with the butterflies and you feed the fish. And you're very nice to all the animals and all the insects. We're going to take you on a trip, I am." So the first place they went was a prairie dog town. And he introduced her to the head chief of the prairie dogs. And he said, "I want you to meet this young lady. We were going to call her Butterfly Woman, and her name will be known throughout the world as a friend to all the four-footed things that walk and fly." So they were there for a little while, and then they went on. And they ran into a cougar and her cubs. And the butterfly introduced her to the cougar and the cub. And they talked for a while. And he said, "I want you to know who this little girl is. She will be Butterfly Woman. She will be known to all the animals." So they went a little farther, and the Monarch butterfly, as we call it today, travels from far north to as far south as it can go on Turtle Island. And it told the little girl, it said, "Now I'm going to teach you the directions. And as you go around, you will know these directions and you watch everything you see, because this is how you will never get lost and you will always be able to find your way." And he showed her the points on the medicine wheel. And as they traveled, they came to Tatanka, a herd of buffalo. And he said, "Now this is your brother and your sisters. And these always provide meat and clothing and lodging for you. And throughout life, I want you to protect these animals to the best that you can. And you will always have a friend." And then last of all, she met Mato, the bear, and the cub that came down to the prairie from the mountains. And they sat and talked for a while, and the bear told her about medicine. And the butterfly went on and told her about the four directions again. And showed her how to orientate herself by looking at the mountains and at the prairie and every hill and every stream. And when the little girl woke up, it had been like she had been traveling for days and days. So a few days later they decided to break camp. And they didn't know where they were going, and the little girl was out in front with her mother and her Uchi grandma. And as they walked, she said, "No." She says, "I know better. This is not the right way to go." So Grandma listened to her. And she went to the head man, and they talked it over. And she brought the little girl to her, and the little girl told her, "No, we want to go the other direction. I've been told this in a dream, how to find my way throughout the prairie and through the land that we walked through." So they changed their direction, and not long, 4 days later, they came to another nice camping spot with a nice stream where they put their lodges up. And throughout her life, she was known as a Butterfly Woman that knew direction of the Makochi. I'd like to say about that much. Doksha Washte.